country. That's a different topic, perhaps someday I can come and deliver a talk on a different subject. That, good thing is the Prime Minister has shown, has said that, has shared an aspiration at least with the country that he wants India to become a developed nation by 2047, right? But, things don't work out by political slogan alone, right? You have to have a solid roadmap, aggressive roadmap with a biannual monitoring. Then only it will happen. I mean, these days that's the reason I travel so much all over the country. I'm heavily into speaking opportunities all over the country and few abroad also. That's what keeps me traveling all those things on different topics. One of my favorite things is roadmap for India to become a developed country by the year 2047, when independent India becomes 100-year-old post-independence, right? So I don't do these kind of things much here because here there's no hunger for knowledge in this part of the country at all. So programs like these I rarely do here because except teaching at IIM Lucknow, I rarely do that. I teach a course on negotiations, strategic business negotiations there. As a third year I'm teaching. I've not joined their faculty, but as an adjunct professor I do it. But I generally see most of my time goes into southern part of the country or western part of the country. Hardly, and Delhi of course, because there's hardly any hunger for knowledge. Knowledge is at discount in this part of the country. It's not a premium commodity. Sorry to say that and end my talk with that note, but that's the truth. Thank you very much. And any other question? Only one person asked a question.
So one thing I would like to
Yeah, sure.
So digital transformation is something I think all the businesses are.
Next time, I'll ask your professor when you call me, give me a little more time, or a little more discipline in the part of students to come on time. Can you imagine at a 9 o'clock start program? If actually we started at 10:10, and the actual start was even later because they were at least 7-8 people were short even at that point of time.
So next time for sure.
Sure. And somebody, you were asking, sorry.
Sir, I was just saying that digital transformation is something every business is facing, right? So 5 years of
Not just facing. If survival is mandatory, there is no choice.
So I just want to ask, 5 years down the line or maybe 10 years down the line, what about the medium or small scale businesses? It is not just digital marketing we have to adopt. What other digital transformation practices they should adopt to maybe survive or maybe to grow their businesses on a better scale?
That's a good question. In fact, I just answered while I was talking to you or somebody else. The segment which is most vulnerable is the MSME sector. See, I gave you examples that when investments come through foreign direct investments, there because if state-of-the-art technology in robotics are there in their factories in Norway or Germany or Japan, they'll make sure that those are deployed here also, right? So I'm not much worried about digital transformation technologies there. I'm also not as much worried about the big daddies of Indian business like Tatas and Birlas and Ambanis and Reliances of the world, right? Because they may not be as enlightened, but they have people who know that some talent can be bought, the equipment can be bought, technologies can be bought, they can still ask. I'm more worried about the MSME sector. There's no magical answer what they should do, but they have to keep their eyes and ears open. Because internationally, even MSME sector technology, companies are, getting transformed big time, kind of thing. One is that their size is generally bigger than our MSMEs, kind of thing. Per unit size is slightly bigger. Our MSME sector is still in the denial phase. Oh, ये हमारे यहाँ नहीं होगा, इस country में नहीं होगा. Why should we bother about competition? Why should we do that? Can we afford it? Not all, but 80% of MSME units are facing that way. It's a big challenge. I don't know how will it. There's no capsule that you can give it to their owners and promoters. That look here, you take this capsule 3 times a day, and your companies will be digitally transformed. But I think same mindset change is very, very important. They have to think, right? They think somehow that these technologies are very expensive. You know, they don't realize that these technologies reduce the acquisition cost of technology will always be there. But once you start deploying it, the cost of business operations will actually come down.
Sir, but the saving grace would be the demand analysis that will take place in our country.
Yeah, so, I mean, if by demand analysis you mean, one good thing.
The quantum of demand that might generate over the period.
Yeah, but what will happen, Indians buy products from all over the world today, right? They're not wedded to the manufacturing done by the Indian companies, right? So why would you buy an Action or a Bata shoe if you have a Nike or a Adidas, right? Kind of thing, So, good thing about our economy is the saving grace is bulk of our consumption happens out of domestic demand. Our export dependence is low, right? Comparatively low. But let's not forget even the domestic market faces the same onslaught of global players, right?
It's changing fast, yes.
It's changing fast,
It's
right?
very fast. True that.
Any more questions? Thank you, and really sorry for exceeding the time.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time. Your session was truly insightful and engaging, and I'm sure everyone.
Is she saying anything differently to other faculty members?
No, sir. More importantly, beyond all the insights you shared, the greatest lesson you have taught us today is to value and the importance of time, basically. I hope from tomorrow onwards, we all will be on time for every session which we are having.
You are depriving yourself of an opportunity because I saw, went through the program details. You have a lot of people who are good people who are doing this FDP. I think full marks to National PG College to have lined up such people. But if you want to give only 1.5 hours to a 3-hour slot, those people are not losing, I can tell you. Who are the losers?
I'm sure this will stay with us for a very long period of time after today's session.
Stay lifetime.
So yes. So now I would like to invite Dr. Shalini Lama ma'am and Professor Jyoti Bhargav ma'am to present a certificate as a token of respect, gratitude to sir.
Certificate? What have I done to deserve a certificate? She is certified that I am a lousy teacher.
It's a token of respect and gratitude, sir, for your valuable time. Thank you so much.
Sir, some people are beyond certifications. You are one of them.
We first spoke, right?
Now I would request everyone to come here for the group photograph.